Happy Monday, everybody. Grand Rising. This is Eric coming in from Columbia, South Carolina. And we're going to get right to it. So Grand Rising, everybody. Drop your city and state. Double tap the screen. Let me know where you're tuning in from. We're going to talk about business and what it means to be in business. Now, for those of you who don't know, this is a Sublimation Blanks business platform. However, the key word is business. And it really doesn't matter what type of business you have. All these things that I'm going to talk about are going to apply. So as I take my morning stroll, I'm going to talk about some things that's going to help people who are new to business and also people who are wanting to start a business kind of understand what it takes to actually be a business owner. And I want you guys to remember this. If you don't remember anything else that I've said, success is not about how much money you make. I know, I get it. There's a lot of people on social media who are claiming success and they're bragging about how much money they're making, whether it's on this platform or other platforms, whether they're showing you their back office or their website, or whether they're just showing you their lifestyle. But business is not, I repeat, a successful business does not equal dollars, okay? It doesn't. Because at some point in time, your business may be slow. It's what you're doing when your business gets slow to keep your business going. It's the focus and the commitment that you have in your business that's going to equal the amount of success that you're going to have. So as you jump on, like I said, drop your city and state, double tap that screen, and I'm getting started. And I don't know if you guys saw the title, but it says business equals commitment. And I really want to say more, but because it only allows you to type in so much. A successful business is going to take some commitment, all right? A successful business is going to take some commitment, which is why there are a lot of people who are having actions of business. They're in the act of being in business, but they talk about that side hustle, right? They talk about the side hustle. They don't want to commit to saying that, hey, I have a business. Because if I commit to saying that I have a business and for some reason it doesn't work, then I'm going to look real silly. So people kind of stick with the side hustle thing. And that's their choice. I can care less. But here at the Blank Spot, we have products and services that help people who want to improve their current situation, whether it's improve their skill set on their crafts. We have supplies that do that, to help you do that. If you want to improve your side hustle, or if you want to turn your side hustle into a business. Me, personally, I would much rather have a business because I understand what it is to have a business. Some people don't. But business takes commitment. And some people just ain't really ready to commit to anything other than their job. There's some people who are even not really wanting to commit to their family. Whole nother conversation for another time. But what I really wanted to talk about was how a business, having a successful business, is going to take some commitment. What that means and what it looks like. It's going to look like something different for everybody. But commitment is basically doing something that you said that you was going to do, right? That's standing to your goals, your principles, being focused. And there's going to be some things that's not going to turn out like you want it to turn out if you say you got a business. If you say you got a side hustle and it don't work out, oh well, I was just messing around. But if you say you got a business, it's going to take some commitment. It's the same thing that people did when they went to college and got a degree. They had to be committed to getting up, going to that class, and then doing the work. And at the end of the day, you got to be willing to do the work. If you're not willing to do the work, then what happens is, guess what? You won't get the results. So as I talk about this, I'm going to do my best to incorporate the two businesses that we have, and I'm going to do my best to incorporate that in 2025. The two businesses that we have a business that actually talks about business building, okay? Not just business structures, not just talking about LLCs and things like that, but I'm talking about actually how to conduct business and some of the things that you're going to need to be a successful business owner. When you start talking about business, it gets scary because you now have a responsibility to yourself and to the people that's in your circle to do what you said you was going to do in the beginning. And that's different. That's strange, right? That's strange. For the people who listen to broadcasts like this, they're looking for, and this is just my opinion, they're looking for fast results. They're looking for coaches, content creators. They're looking for people to give them the quick fix, the quick turnaround. But it doesn't work like that. A lot of people say, you know what? I'm in business. I'm selling X, Y, and Z, and I need more sales. And in order to get more sales, you really need more customers. In order to get more customers, you're going to have to narrow down your target audience. But it's a little bit more, it's as simple as I just said it, it's a little bit more difficult than that. Because if you're going to be marketing and doing the work yourself, if everything that you're doing is self-started and self-controlled, then you're going to have to get educated. That means that if you're going to be doing your own marketing, that means that you're going to have to understand how to attract people. You're going to have to understand how to create content. And as easy as it may seem, or as simple as it may sound, it's not that easy. It's not that easy to create content that people are going to want. When you're talking about creating content, to get more customers, to get more sales, what you're saying is you know who you're talking to. You know what you're selling, and you know what it is that you're offering. And most people don't know that because we've gone from a I'm gonna buy everything society. Because remember, guys, when we were born, we were taught how to buy. None of us were taught how to sell growing up. None of us were taught how to sell anything other than our time. We weren't taught sales talk. We weren't taught sales conversation. We were taught how to be consumers. So you're going to have to learn a whole different language. You're going to have to learn how to communicate with people through psychology. You're going to have to learn how to do a lot of back and forth without getting upset. It's a lot of things as it pertains to getting more customers. But let's talk about the part of business that takes commitment. You bought a course, okay? And some of you probably heard me say this before. You purchased a course on business. No matter what type of course it is, no matter what type of course it is, no matter what type of business you're starting, you bought a course to help you out. And you invested in that course. And inside that course, it started talking to you about how you need to get better at your skill set. It's teaching you how to maybe talk to customers, build a target, create a target audience, build a market and all that good stuff. But it's more than just that in business. That teaches you how to sell. But what it doesn't do, it doesn't teach you how to be committed. And a lot of people are not really wanting to be committed. Just as I'm on this live, we have people coming on back and forth. There's not one like on this live, but people are chiming in and out. And because I'm not saying what people want to hear, I didn't come on here saying, hey, how you can build a 6-figure business in 30 days. I'm not coming on here talking about how you can make 7 figures in 1 year. Not saying that. That's not attractive to people. The conversations that I'm going to be having in the upcoming months, I'm not going to attract everybody. Matter of fact, I'm going to deflect and repel a lot of people who are not serious about their situation. And why? Because people want to hear all the good stuff about the benefits of being in business. Therefore, what happens is they look for people who have good stuff to say. You're looking for folks who are going to be telling you how much money they made on TikTok. You look for folks who are going to be telling you how much money they made in their Shopify account, in their Wix account. You're looking for people who's going to tell you how to make money online real easy. But what you're not looking for are the stories that you need to hear about the struggles that they went through when they made X amount of dollars on TikTok, how much money they had to pay in taxes, when they made X amount of sales on Shopify, because they didn't pay their monthly taxes to their state, because they didn't pay their quarterly taxes, they end up having a lot of issues. Those are not the stories that people are sharing with you. And that's the part of business that is not exciting. That's the stuff that doesn't draw people in. The average person doesn't want to hear about the cons, and I don't really want to say the negatives, because the truth is not negative. The truth may seem like it's negative. It may take on a bit of a negative connotation, but the truth is not negative. People only want to hear the success part of business. Here, you're going to get it all. You're going to get it all raw and uncut. And the problem is why most people won't commit to business, is because it takes time. You can make money overnight. You can blow up overnight. You can go viral. You can become what they call an overnight sensation. It happens. But when you commit to doing something, there's going to be a lot of people that's going to be counting on you. And most people don't want to do it for their own family, let alone do it for some stranger. So you got to think about it. When you start talking about, I'm going to accept the fact that I'm in business, I'm going to accept the fact that this is what I'm going to do, and I'm going in, then you're accepting more than the actual money. It's a responsibility. And most people don't want that responsibility. Grand Rising, Latrice, thanks for jumping on. Most people don't want that responsibility. Most people want the money and the results without doing the work. You cannot get one without the other. It doesn't work like that. I don't care how many success stories you hear on this platform. I don't care how many social media gurus come on talking about their creating content, their content creators. I don't care how many people are selling DTF transfers, screen print transfers, sublimation blanks. I don't care how many people are making t-shirts, and I definitely don't care how many people are selling courses. What they're not telling you is the work, the discipline that it took, the dedication, and the commitment that it's taken to get to the next level. Most people don't want to hear that. KQ, what's going on? Most people don't want to hear that. A business takes commitment. There's going to be some things that we're going to be talking about, and I'm going to figure out a way, and I'm close to getting there. I'm going to figure out a way how to incorporate our sublimation blanks and supply business and our business building company. I'm going to figure out how to connect the two, because I believe that there are a group of people out there who want to be business owners and who want to hear the business part of business. Some people think, or most people think, that business is just about selling. What happens when you're not having sales? What happens in the cold months? What happens in the times that the customers are going in other directions? What happens when the market shifts? What happens when you have what's called the lean months of business? When your sales are not up, but your overhead doesn't change. What happens? What do you do? These are the things that we're going to be talking about. So it's going to be a basic business course for beginners. And I don't like to say the word course. I don't like to say the word course. I don't like to say the word course but that's what people want to hear. People want to hear that they're buying something that's going to make them better. It will be something that's going to make you better. Series. Thank you. I appreciate it. Because it's going to take work. How many people do you think are selling courses, or selling how-to books, or selling digital content to help you to become better? How many people do you think are actually doing the work or have done the work? And that's the biggest misconception. So you have to ask yourself, am I purchasing something? Am I getting into something that I can actually do? You know yourself. The one thing that I saw when I was in the military that they taught us was to know ourselves and to seek self-improvement. And most people don't want to admit to what they actually know. And that's that they're not committed. Slow months, you have another strategy or hustle. We ain't talking about hustling, okay? But there should be another strategy. And I think the word hustle in the series that we're going to talk about hustle, but you ain't going to like it, okay? Because the word hustle